Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back, welcoming you to the Friday night chop session with Stormybman for this Friday, October 28th, 2022. And this is number 174 in the series of chop sessions. As we put it all together for you this evening, we're calling this one Get On Board. Yeah, a multifaceted title and directed at everyone that tunes in, because you have to stand for something or otherwise face falling for anything. Yeah. Welcome everybody out there. It's great to be back. I was on earlier today. Got invited onto the channel of the brother Drew Titan LLC out there, and thank you, Drew, for having me on with you and Art Hostage this morning. Our brother 78 Sports didn't do his live today, so I filled in for about 45 minutes of that time slot, so I was right back at you with more content, and Art Hostage joined me for that. And now here I am again for the trifecta this evening for my normal show, the Friday night chop session. So, I'm putting in that work, people. I'm putting in that work. And you have to understand that when you put in the work, there is a payoff at the end, huh? There is a dividend. You guys that lazy bones don't know how to roll the sleeves up and go to work and everything, wouldn't know nothing about that. But you done heard somebody tell you several times, get your butt on up out there and do something. Huh? Be about it. Do something. Go out there and handle some business. Huh? Yeah. So, we come to the end of another week. And we've got some fights on the horizon for this evening. And we can talk about that a little bit. And we've had some news take place. So let it just be said that, you know, with everything that's going on, man, there's a lot of moving and shaking in the sport of boxing. Whether you enjoy what's happening or not, there's something to be said about the sport and the moves that have been made, things that are happening around the sport. I know there's a few people that are live this evening, so the audience might be a little sparse this evening, and that's okay. I told you guys about people who like to swim in the sewers, huh? And when you ask them, hey, where you been? You been out there in them sewers? They'll tell you, no. But you smell it, right? I don't know why they don't think that the sense of smell don't kick in, huh? Yeah. That sense of smell is something, man. Boy, I tell you. I'm trying to get some things queued up here while we talk. Oh, boy. Hold on. Hold on one moment. Have you guys been checking out my videos, man? I've been putting a lot of work out with these videos. And the whole point of that is to keep you abreast on what's going on. Huh? Keep you abreast of what's going on. We got a lot happening in the sport of boxing. So it's important that you know what's happening and you could get Stormy's take on things. Huh? Says we got 6 people out there, but only Dr. Mark has written in the chat. Salute to you, Dr. Mark. He says, salute to the God, Sensei, Stormybman, my brother from another mother, fam, and the gods and beautiful goddesses of the mighty LDBC Friday night chop session family. Salute to you, Dr. Mark. Hope that you are well. Trying to cue some things up for you guys, so just give me a second here while I do some editing in the backdrop. That's one thing I like about this OBS studio. It'll allow me, afford me the luxury of doing certain things while I'm on live. Yep. Be right with you guys. Got a few things to talk about this evening, but I like to go in a particular order because I understand how the conversation can pick up. Let's see what else we got here. Put this out. You know, last week I talked about the fact that they had put that poster out with Tim Tszyu over Mel Charlo. Man, what were they thinking when they did that crap, huh? They must thought nobody was gonna notice that, but they wrong, man. Stormy saw it right away, huh? Saw it right away, straight away. Let's see here. Let's see, Taylor. Come out there with that foolishness. Okay, we got Andrew Charles in the building saying, Stormybman, salute 100. Salute to you, bro. Shower Allah's back in the building saying, blessings, Stormybman in chat. Same to you. T. Berry is out there saying, peace, Stormybman in chat with those channel emojis. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. With those channel emojis there. T. Berry. I thought I had this image here. Let me see. I have to go through my queue and double check. No? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Let's see. We will double check and see. Hope everybody had a great work week. That video I did on Bivol versus Ramirez has tracked quite a few views. That tells me there's a lot of people interested in that fight. I'm interested in that fight. I think that's one of the few 50-50 fights out there this year. Big fight. It's not an easy win for either guy. And I think that Bivol is going to find the style of Ramirez similar to Canelo, but at the same time, he can be a little more active than Canelo, and he's stronger and bigger than Canelo. So it's going to present him with some challenges. He had trouble against Canelo, and if he had trouble with Canelo, he very well may have some big trouble with Ramirez. I've seen Ramirez when he's not fighting. That kid looks like he's 200 pounds easily. So that's going to be interesting, looking at that going forward. It's going to be very interesting. Oh boy. We got Curtis Price in the building saying right on 1000. Amen. Sheena's in the building saying salute. Stormybman, and she's got those channel emojis out there. Appreciate you, Sheena. What else we got here? Oh boy. Can you guys hear my little music track playing in the backdrop? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear my music playing. I'm trying to find an audio decibel that allows it to not be too prominent. I just need it as ambience, but I don't need it as, you know, a soundtrack. So that's very important to me. That's why I'm asking. All right, T. Berry, I appreciate that. Appreciate that big time. So, let's see what we got. So I think I'm about ready now to move forward in the show. Shower says it sounds like the usual level. Yeah, okay. But that's a good thing, Shower, because keeping it at a certain level, that means that it's not too prominent, you know. If I needed to raise it up a little bit or lower it even more, that's what my objective was. So, but getting into some news, boxing news. Lot going on in the sport. You know, we got fights coming up this weekend. Katie Taylor's fighting this weekend. Jojo Diaz is back in the ring this weekend. And two different affairs where the zone is carrying those matches. I don't know that a lot of people watch fights that are broadcast on DAZN, but sometimes they do have some pretty good fights. trying to get through this. It's funny, certain sites don't update the news like they should. I guess I'll kick things off with this one because just the mere title of this article from World Boxing News is dated for today, a little earlier today, and it's an interesting article I wanted to share with you guys. It's like, man, the sport is hilarious at times. This article from World Boxing News, the headline of the article is Anthony Joshua got beat up. He's mentally scarred. And that's quoted by Carl Froch. Man, when they really want to go in, they don't show mercy, do they? But the article goes like this. You can find it on World Boxing News. Shout out to World Boxing News. Earlier today, they printed this article out. It says, Carl Froch has questioned why former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua continues to fight after 3 defeats in the last 3 years. The Cobra, who also took credit for launching Joshua's Wembley sellouts due to his victory over George Groves in 2014, believes the Londoner is damaged goods. It says, Froch asked whether a lack of motivation has crept into AJ's career as it did after his win over Groves at the National Stadium. Carl Froch questions why Anthony Joshua doesn't retire. When you've made it and you're world champion, you're pretty much financially secure. You start to almost question being a boxer, Froch told William Hill's Stripped. I think that's Anthony Joshua's problem now. He got beat up by Andy Ruiz Jr. That's mentally scarred him. Now he knows he can get hurt. He knows he can get stopped. But also AJ's got to be worth $100 million minimum. If you've got what you want out of life and achieved it, why are you going to go back into the ring and get your head punched in? Froch is asking. Why would you? It's a dangerous sport. The former Showtime Super Series finalist added, you have to weigh up whether the risk is worth the reward. What am I fighting for? Some more money I don't need and will never spend. What's the risk? It could be goodbye. I think when you get to a certain level in boxing, you've made your money and your legacy is secure. Now, this is the good part. When you talk about legacy, what is Anthony Joshua's legacy at this time, people? He has not faced the most staunch opponents that have been readily available to him in his career. Remember, I talk about this a great deal. When you speak about legacy of a fighter, you have to understand that a fighter's legacy is built. It is not pre-planned. It is not mapped out, and nobody can hand it to him. He has to achieve through trial, through challenge, through overcoming, through perseverance. These are not qualities that you attribute to Anthony Joshua. They are absolutely not. And that's not his fault, 100%. But it is he does play a role because his handlers wanted him to be perceived a certain type of way. The eye test of Anthony Joshua, meaning actually physically looking at him, tall man, muscular, He's shown some power earlier in his career, but not against the quality opponents that he's faced. And that is all good on paper. The win over Klitschko deceived many people, because Klitschko, who had had almost 3 years off from the sport, I know it was 2 years definitely, and lost his last fight before that to Tyson Fury, where he relinquished his unified titles. Klitschko had Joshua down in the fight on the canvas. Still couldn't pull the trigger of his right hand against Joshua, who was begging to be hit by one because of no upper body or head movement. I don't know if Carl Froch even noticed these things, but leave it to me to point them out for you. And after Joshua, who was dropped and in serious condition, Klitschko couldn't follow up and finish him off. And later, as he fatigued, Joshua was able to come through with a mighty uppercut that put Klitschko in danger on his way to being stopped. Because Joshua was easy to hit with right hands, Matchroom and Hearn had no intention whatsoever to line him up with Deontay Wilder, whose specialty is the right hand. So, beating up a faded, washed up, I'll say it, Vladimir Klitschko was not enough for legacy for Anthony Joshua. Then going on and facing and defeating Prince Charles Martin, who was another fighter who had not done much in the sport, acquiring a title, acquiring a title that was vacated. And the Martin fight was before Klitschko. I don't know why people never really looked at this, because it was very revealing. Joshua, in his December 2015 fight against Dillian White, was rocked by Dillian White in their fight before going on to stop White with an uppercut in the 7th round. So both of these guys, basically Joshua and White, they had some success against questionable opposition, but never threw their hat in the arena of the real challenges. Dominique Brazil, Eric Molina, Carlos Takam. These are not fighters. Joseph Parker, Alexander Povetkin. These are not fighters that were world beaters for AJ. So where is that legacy that Froch is talking about? It's not there. Froch goes on to say, like when I boxed at Wembley and chinned Groves, I had nothing else left to do. You're at the top of that mountain. All you can do is go down over the other side. Joshua was recently linked to fighting Tyson Fury but failed to accept the terms offered by the Gypsy King. Promoter Eddie Hearn has since provided several excuses as to why the ex-two-time heavyweight title holder didn't take the offer. One is the date, which Hearn said wasn't what his fighter wanted despite initially agreeing to a 60-40 deal. Since then, Joshua has been linked to fights with Chris Arreola and Dillian White, which would be a waste of time at this stage of his career. Froch could be on to something, the article says, with Anthony Joshua retirement calling. Maybe his compatriot and former Sky Sports stablemate will take his advice. It's something that has to be considered, people. When they talk about fighters, Carl Froch is not acknowledging what's really going on with Anthony Joshua. Yeah, it's easy to say he's scarred and everything, but how about the fact that he hadn't been schooled to get beyond a level of which he fought, and the quality of his opposition has been questionable for years. Salute to Boxiana out there. I see you out there, sister. Happy birthday to you. And welcome to the channel and show. And you are welcome. Happy birthday. Everybody, if you get a chance and you're familiar and know Boxiana, please wish her a happy birthday. Today is her birthday. Yeah. So I found that to be an interesting article to lead things off, talking about Anthony Joshua coming from one of his fellow countrymen. D. McGee, I see you out there. IGM Tim, Brown on Boxing, what's good with you? Yeah. Big Dog Willie in the building. I'm detecting some dust around me, which is why I'm sneezing. That bothers me. Yeah. Also an article in World Boxing News. Alexander Usyk wins the WBO Fighter of the Year award. Interesting. It says that Usyk overtook retired Tyson Fury in August after dominating Anthony Joshua for a second time. In the process, the formidable Ukrainian won the famous Rocky belt vacated by Fury upon his decision to hang up the gloves. Fury came out of retirement days later. Mr. I Am Very Phil was present at the ceremony to accept the honor in what should be a regular occurrence for Usyk this year. The fact that Usyk went to war for his country, left, and then retained his world heavyweight crown before returning was an exceptional feat. Boy, they know how to lay it on for these guys, don't they? These are the full WBO awards of 2022, according to World Boxing News, WBN. WBO Fighter of the Year, Unified WBO Heavyweight Champion Alexander Usyk, the WBO Female Fighter of the Year, Undisputed WBO Lightweight Champion Katie Taylor, and a 7-division and current Unified WBO Featherweight Champion Amanda Serrano. The WBO fight of the year, they're saying, is Usyk versus Joshua 2. And female fight of the year is Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. They're electing Bob Arum as promoter of the year with special recognition / commemorative ring to division undisputed champion Clarissa Shields for her recent victory over former WBO champion Savannah Marshall. More special recognitions. Alicia Baumgardner, Unified WBO Junior Lightweight Champion for her recent victory over former WBO champion Michaela Mayer. Devin Haney, Undisputed WBO Lightweight Champion after defeating George Kambosos Jr. Two-division WBO Champion Emmanuel Navarrete. And Puerto Rican trainers are helping the youth Emilio Lozado and Hector Molero. This is interesting. I don't know how Bob Arum get promoter of the year though. I don't know how that happens. Because of the WBO, right? What Bob orders or what Bob owns. Votes UK is out there saying salute Stormybman and the whole chat. Salute to you. JC is in the house saying Sensei. What's good with you, JC? Let's see what we got here. Special shout out to Derek McGee out there in that Cash App donation. Appreciate you, Derek McGee. Thank you for your support. A1 Hoop Zone in the building. What's good with you, A1? I feel like I got another sneeze coming in me, y'all. But in the meantime, if anybody expects me to say anything about Jake Paul and Anderson Silva, I don't cover those guys. I don't have any appreciation for Paul as being in a novelty act in boxing. What he does with promoting these fighters, that's a different thing, and I totally respect that. But I don't like the mockery that they have with these matches that they're setting up for him. So I'd rather give devotion and attention to real fighters. That's just Stormy's position on that. You don't have to agree. Just know. A1 says, coming through, showing my support as usual. OG, sometimes I may not be able to hit the chat, but I always smash the like button. Hey man, I appreciate your support. I really do. Conor Benn has been a hot topic lately, right? And I'm not going to continue to talk about him. We talked about him a great deal this morning. I think something needs to be done about Ed Hearn and how he's out here, you know, the way he's at fighters that are not in his stable. Always has something to say. But his fighters continue to pop dirty, ruining cards and events, and he seems to shell up and not speak much on that and just continue to host lies. I have no respect for that. I really like to see that guy out of the sport. You know what he said years ago about the transatlantic takeover, and what his dad said about how there was a time when we didn't have to respect these fighters and call them sir and things of that nature. There's no room to move forward in life with people like that around. You got to get rid of them. You got to get rid of them. There's no, I apologize, I'm sorry, get the hell out of here. That's how I see that. Get the hell out. You ain't welcome. I'd rather have someone incompetent around than to have someone around that has hate and despite in their heart. Yeah. And every chance they get, they'll show you. Remember Big Baby Miller when he popped dirty? How Hearn treated him? Big Baby even shuffled in under him and put his head on his shoulder saying, "I want to come home, boss." And Hearn threw him to the fire. But he's got the nerve to say that Conor Ben, his test may have been contaminated. Big Baby Miller had dozens of things coursing through his blood when he popped dirty. And the news has come out that Ben has not only popped dirty once, but twice during this one prep for this fight, and possibly a third time. And Hearn was trying to shush the information. You sign up for doping, disclosure is part of that. So why is this man seeking to have that information silenced so he could go on and put on his event? No. Yeah, shower criminal minds. Hearn is dangerous. He's dangerous to fighters because he's the worst kind of snake. When are these guys going to get wise to him? I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to do something about these guys in boxing, man. People like Hearn. Arum is too old. Need to get him out of there. Floyd is too stuck on self. Got to get him out of there. Oscar's too high. Got to get him out of there. And then now there's BLK Prime Boxing. Of course, you all have heard the news by now that BLK Prime Boxing, a promotional group that has come along, and app, have signed a couple of fighters this week. The first one mentioned was Terrence Bud Crawford, who did not participate in the news conference that they held just a day or so ago. But AB, Adrian Broner, did. And he still is a big name in the sport, though he's had some issues in his career. Why Crawford didn't elect to come out and represent himself and promote himself with a fight coming up after signing with these people, I don't know. But I'll tell you this. Sometimes new blood is fresh and welcome in the sport of boxing, because people come in with great ideas and motivated incentives to make changes in the sport. But after being a part of things for a while, that darkness creeps in and people find displeasure. Salute to Joe the Beast out there. I see you. What's good with you? Votes UK in the building. Demon Kennedy in the building. What's good with you guys? So AB signs, and according to the news that I had received on this, and salute to Blue Blood Sports TV, who is a part of BLK Prime Boxing. He's got inside track because he's dealing with he's partnered up with these people. So he knows a great deal now. And there are just some aspects of what he's going to be involved in. You're just going to have to respect that Blue Blood will know even more now, being so closely associated with the fighters. And he will be as transparent as he can, but you have to also respect his position and what he does. He's not going to be able to just reveal to you everything that you want to know, because it's a business, and contracts, negotiations, and these fight deals that are made behind closed doors in the business, not over social media. And there has been a lot of dissension amongst content creators out here in the community about Blue Blood's involvement, and the fact that Bud Crawford and Earl Spence were in negotiations for a fight deal between themselves before Bud opted to go somewhere else. And Blue Blood had let you all know that he had some conversation with Bud Crawford prior to this BLK Prime deal being announced. And people have turned on Blue Blood. But Blue Blood has always been an upstanding man, and a man who has worked 24/7 to provide you with boxing news, updates, content, and more. You have to respect his grind. You have to respect his ambition to be better and get deeper into the sport. Roll his sleeves up and actually get involved. Those of you who don't understand that, that's tough, because you're in your feelings. And doesn't Blue often say facts over feelings? And the fact of the matter here is he's trying to do something that none of us have done, and that's be a participant in making things happen. If Bud Crawford and Errol Spence negotiating deal fell through, it wouldn't be because of blue blood. You have to know that. But it's good that some of you have shown your true colors, because like I said before, many times over, everybody's not going to make it, and this isn't for everybody. Tearing one another down and apart and having venomous energy toward one another, all of that is not going to do any good for the sport. In fact, you'll continue to receive more watered down, negotiated deals and everything, and not get the fights that you really want to see, because you don't support the sport the way you're supposed to. I wish that Kurt, my brother, dearly departed Kurt Sugar, were around to witness the fact of these moves that Blue Blood Sports TV is now a part of, because it would warm his heart. He would be saluting and congratulating Blue. Some of you don't recognize blessing when it's right before you. And it's an easy reason to understand how one can miss blessing. Because you eyeballing the wrong things. Brian Peters is out there saying salute Stormy. Brown on Boxing says Blue Blood has come a long way from when I first subscribed to his channel. 512 Boxing, aka Big Texas, saying salute Stormy B Man. What's good with you? CB Sports TV, my brother, what's good with you? He says salute Stormy B Man. Yes, sir. Shower says, indeed. 704 in the building saying peace. What's good with you, 704 Joe? But boxing scenes, Jake Donovan wrote an article to speak about AB signing with BLK Prime Boxing. This was published, the article was published on Boxing Scene on Tuesday of this week. It goes on to say, the newest promotional outfit in town has secured its second high profile boxer in less than a week. Former 4-division titleist. Understand that they referred to him as a titleist. Adrian Broner, not champion, but titleist, has officially signed with BLK Prime Boxing. The platform formally announced during a press conference on Tuesday afternoon. Broner joins the upstart outfit just 4 days after it was confirmed that 3-division and reigning WBO welterweight titleist. Notice the word titleist again, not champion. Terrence Crawford, who's 38-0 with 29 KOs, would headline the company's first major pay-per-view. This is a special time for me, Broner said during a brief announcement. I'd like to thank God. I've had my ups and downs in the sport. God always finds another way to give me another chance to take. I want to give my man a shout out. Give my man a shout out to my man Desmond. I call him my Uncle Desmond, the CEO of BLK Prime. I want to thank him for this opportunity. I think with my brand, with about billions, with BLK Prime, we're going to take over boxing and reach heights that's never been done before. The announcement did not include a fight date for Broner, who revealed that he is guaranteed 3 fights over a 12-month span for a reported 8 figures over the life of the deal. It was confirmed that he will not appear on the December 10th pay-per-view headlined by Crawford in a title defense against David Avanesian, who's 29-3-1 with 17 KOs. From CHI Health Center in Crawford's hometown of Omaha, Nebraska. Cincinnati's Broner, who is 34-4, 1 loss with 24 KOs, has not fought since a 12-round unanimous decision win over Giovanni Santiago last February 20th in Uncasville, Connecticut. That bout was his first since a loss to Manny Pacquiao in their January 2019 secondary welterweight title fight, which sold roughly 400,000 units atop a Showtime pay-per-view telecast. At his best, Broner long served as one of the sport's most watched fighters. His polarizing personality drew more attention than his in-ring achievements, where he has won major titles at junior lightweight, junior welterweight, and welterweight. Broner's last win in a title fight came in October 2015 when he stopped Khabib Alakadarev to win the vacant WBA Super Junior welterweight title in his Cincinnati hometown. His first title defense ended at the scales when he missed weight ahead of an eventual 9th round stoppage of Ashley Theophany in April 2016 in Washington, D.C. He is just 2-2-1 in that time, with out-of-the-ring troubles slowing his activity to a crawl. Broner was due to return to the ring on August 20th, where he was to face former titleist Omar Figueroa atop a Showtime triple header in Fort Lauderdale, Arizona. The 33-year-old boxer withdrew from the event just prior to fight week, citing mental health concerns, which he professes to have since resolved as he has resumed training camp in Florida. Prior to the signing, BLK Prime, previously only known as a subscription on-demand service, made waves in securing Crawford as its first signing. The development came in the form of a stunning revelation that Crawford broke off months-long talks with WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight champion, notice they said champion, not titleist, Errol Spence Jr., who's 28-0 with 22 KOs, for a super fight initially targeted for November 19th in Las Vegas and then pushed back to February 2023. Remember me talking about words being powerful and being able to comprehend what you're reading. Jake Donovan is saying some things here that you really need to pay attention to. The fight is no longer in play, and with the grim possibility of never coming back around. For now, Crawford is all in to help BLK Prime Boxing launch its brand, and now has a new ride or die to assist with the cause. He's not doing what he can, and he's not all in because he's not doing a shred of promotion for this at this time. And they're talking about the fight being in December. You see, that's the thing, being on top of this stuff. Crawford could do some things to put himself in a better position. But it's obvious at this late stage of his career, he's not going to do those things, and you cannot expect it of him. One of the things you can expect of him is that when he gets in the ring, he will fight, even if it's not who you would like to see him fighting against. But I will say that Bud Crawford is the sort of fighter that you don't give much energy to the guy. You just wait for his matches, and you either tune in because you want to watch him, or you don't because you do not want to. But constantly writing about him, talking about him, doing live streams and coming down, that guy doesn't care. He's shown you that. And it's not like he's on the come up where he needs promotion and things of that nature. The guy is already set for life. Yeah, Shower, all these disrespectful publications. Sheena says, I expected to see Crawford there with Broner and Blue. Where was he? Probably chasing some females somewhere. Yeah, I said it. See, Stormy know things that don't get out in the public. And I'm not going to take that back. But the mere fact that I said it, it should let you know what's on certain fighters' minds and what's not. You can't cry when you don't do the things that you're supposed to do to make everything else happen and be palatable for you. Don't shoot the messenger. Shoot he who's writing the message. Yeah. So who's writing his legacy, his fame, his path? He, right? He is the master of his fate. He is the captive of his soul, right? Yeah. How about that? CB says, the disrespect by these weak-ass boxing publications really pisses me off. Yes, sir, doesn't it? Shawa believes Bud should have been there before Broner, as he was announced first. He should have been there in support, that they are a team, that this is something new for the benefit of the fighters. to get it together, to draw interest. Fail, Terrence Bud Crawford. F plus, get to the back. You fool. And you want someone to tune in to watch you on pay-per-view? I don't think so. And that has nothing to do with Blue Blood or BLK Prime boxing. It has everything to do with an idiot who think that he can't be seen. Yeah, I know people make comments about skin complexion and all of that, but that ain't what I'm saying. I'm talking about what's inside the individual. A darkness that is very ugly. Huh? But you want someone to pay to watch you. Good luck having your family there and your friends from your hometown. Because outside of that, people don't give a damn. I said it. And if people listen to me, it's good advisement. Yeah. Maybe Warren Buffett will buy a ringside seat, huh? And all your mistresses. Oops. Yeah. CB Sports is cracking up laughing. He says, damn, Stormy B, man. Yes, sir. Sheena's laughing as well. Shower says, Bud is set, yet his comments say he doesn't feel secure in his accomplishments. He ain't worried about accomplishments anymore, Shower. He's only worried about the dollar. That's all. And when you worry about the dollar, the bottom usually falls out. That's right. Sheena says 105 times. JC says, yeah. Shower's looking and laughing. 704 Joe says, facts, exhibition. JC cracking up laughing as well. Sheena side eye. You know me. I'm going to tell it like it is, whether people like it or not. You know, bring Kleenex, I say, and toilet paper, huh? Because when you bring Kleenex, that's to dry your teary eyes, huh? As they water when I drop the hammer of facts on your ass, huh? The Kleenex is for the diarrhea and the shit, huh? Yeah, that's what that's for. Yeah, Shower, you don't have to clean it. But someone, that message is like for people like Bud. You understand? That's what that message is for. It's directly to him. Not you all. Not to his supporters. It's for people like him. No ass kissing over here on Stormy B Man's channel, huh? I don't need lip gloss, huh? But my steel toe Tims, I know where to put thems, huh? You better believe it. As I've said so many times, everybody ain't going to make it. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to cut the ties. Sometimes you got to get rid of the baggage, the excess, Trim the fat. See, when you leave all that fat on there and you try to cook with all that fat, unhealthy folk, they say, oh, that's flavor. But they going to see the doctor about their gout, their diabetes and everything with that fat, That's what happened to you. You see why you got to tune in to the sensei? Because I have my own way to go about it, don't I? It's not hard, people, to see what's really going on. And it's even easier to support the real. But understand this. This fight could have been made. But I do believe there are outside forces and elements that don't want that fight to happen. And it has nothing to do with the two men. You guys have heard about the leaked phone conversation and everything. Somebody betrayed Earl with that. Earl has always been a stand-up individual. I cannot doubt and deny that from what I have witnessed, heard secondhand, and seen him do firsthand when he goes about his business in the sport. I really enjoy the fact that he's not a person of many words. He'll drop a sound bite every once in a while. He'll say what he has to say and he's done. I love that. But I do believe he may be a victim now as well. And at this stage of his career, he can make moves because he has leverage. He's just got to decide what he wants to do. And I'm sure he'll do what's in his own best interest. Salute to the brother, the OG, KQKC Boxing Network out there. He says, salute my Chicago brother, Stormy. What's good with you, KQ? Shower with those flames. Is it lit? Is what I'm saying lit there? Shower? Thank you. CB says, Stormybman, Al Heyman was still trying to give Spence Thurman. I don't believe him and Stephen Espinoza ever wanted to make this fight. They did not. Remember, they shoved Tim Smith out there in front of us almost a year ago, trying to tell us there's no money in this fight. But they can back up the Brinks truck for Canelo Alvarez to fight a sparring partner, huh? Yeah. They wanted to unload Brinks for Canelo, who, by the way, does no pay-per-view sales, huh? $40 million, over $40 million they giving this guy Cinnamon. For what? He boxes on 2 bad wheels. He's slow as molasses. He puts on excessive weight because he's lazy. And when I say lazy, excuse me. When I say lazy, understand, it's not getting done in the ring. It's being done with performance enhancing drugs. You don't put on 25 to 30 pounds and still have abs naturally. It doesn't happen that way, people. It doesn't happen that way. And when they create franchise titles for you and give you power grade to walk around and fight however you want, not make weights for divisions, but you can pick up stripped titles and titles that have been vacated. And then they got the nerve to try to put you on par with Henry Armstrong. If you don't get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. Woke is in the building. What's good with you? Yeah, CB. 45 million. For what? And Caleb in there acting awfully mysterious himself. Not too good, not too bad for a guy that's 23-0, huh? Like, where should I lay down? Canelo over here? Okay, how about this? And when I go down, I'm going to kick my foot up on the rope and make it look like it was, a swan dive. And y'all can listen to him every time he come out. And what does he say to you?
I don't fucking care.
Yeah. That's what he tell you. But see, I'm on to Canelo. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm on to him. My thoughts on Canelo are this.
You really can act, you little bitch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To this day.
Every time Canelo come out and talk about fighting somebody, what y'all need to hear is this right here.
Pussy, 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 puss, puss, pussy.
Yep, I said it. And I stand by that brand. You don't fool me. You don't fool me. Shower says, I go get food and Sensei goes off. Ain't going off. I'm just telling you guys, know what you're looking at. And Bud, he out there, the way he rolling now and acting and carrying on. I got a special message for him too.
This nigga's scared.
Yeah. Prove me wrong. That's all you got to do. Prove me wrong. You can get mad all you want to and everything, but I'm going to tell you something. You will never, ever, 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 ever in your life be able to match wits with me, bruh. Never. You're a nitwit. Proven dozens of times over. So just let that be known. But anyway, I've digressed to the point where I have to pay some bills. So allow me to introduce something here for a moment.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a Focus Ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a Focus Ball. When you train with the Focus Ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit. making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the Focus Ball now.
Yeah. That's my man, Healer, the teacher. Make sure if you are athlete, active out there in combat sports, if you're participating, make sure that you get yourself a focus ball. There was something that I had queued up for you guys and I was looking for it. That's why you heard me being a little bit silent. Okay, there it is. See, I have so many things going on, man. You guys have no idea what I be doing here. But Stormy be trying to put stuff together for you guys. I be working on it. But tomorrow afternoon, we've got Katie Taylor, the undisputed lightweight champion, is back in the ring. And she's going to be taking on another tough opponent that is from Argentina, Karen Carabajal. And this is going to be a good fight for Katie. This will be live from the O2 Arena. And Katie is a good boxer puncher. She has a lot of experience under her belt. I released a video on this fight. So if you want to hear my breakdown of it, you have to check out that video. But just to speak on the fight itself, the card, it's the return of Taylor since her close split decision victory over Amanda Serrano back in May when they fought at MSG. In a historical women's card that saw these two women, featherweight champion Serrano challenging Taylor for her lightweight titles. And they went at it. If Serrano weren't so awed by the event, she might have had enough focus to pull that fight out. It was razor thin and close, and I can understand Katie getting the decision. But Serrano was taken a little bit much by the event, even as they came together for the fighter's instructions with the referee before the first bell. she looks at Katie and smiles and says, "Isn't this crazy?" You know, talking about all the people in the arena and everything that come out to see them. If you saw Katie's ring walk, she was focused. She was dialed in. And being an Olympian and having that type of background as a champion and everything, knowing what it's like to go on foreign soil and compete. Not saying that Amana doesn't know those things, but there was a little bit something different there with Katie's approach to the fight. She has a very subdued personality to begin with, but when it comes to fighting, she does have the right type of focus and approach to the sport. It's too bad that she and Shields are a couple of weight classes away from one another, because that would be one hell of a fight to see her and Shields together. And for those who say, well, they could still make it at a catch weight. No. Just let those ladies be who they are with the successes that they've had and continue to build the legacies that they build. That's another thing that I'm going to have to address on my channel soon. Talking about weight divisions and catch weights. Yeah. But I expect Carabajal to be tough. I expect her to really press Katie. You know, Katie's 36 years old now. She's getting older. And 36 is usually that area where a fighter can begin to show some signs. I don't know what's in the water in Argentina, but man, did they put something in the fighters over there. Sheena says, how many times will you get hit upside your head before you get that down pat? Hashtag focus ball. Yeah. So the Taylor Carabajal fight is tomorrow afternoon on DAZN. But tomorrow night's fight, now this is one I believe that you need to tune in for, people. This is going to be a lightweight fight between Jojo Diaz and William Zepeda. I did a video on these guys as well. You got to check my video out for my breakdown. See, one content leads to another. Isn't that nice? Huh? Give you something to flesh it all out. Stormybman is everywhere. Huh? You're going to see Stormy billboards one day. You're going to see them out there. But these two men will get in there and they're going to compete at a high level. They're both southpaws, which is interesting. Diaz is the type of fighter, he's got guts and courage a ton. Zepeda is the type of fighter, he's a come forward puncher. Somebody's will is going to be tested. And he who is not flexible enough to make the adjustments is going to have the edge. But I do think this is going to be action-packed. And that'll be tomorrow night on DAZN. So, be ready. Huh? Be ready. That's what they're going to do. And I'm looking forward to it. And then down the line, we've got some other fights coming up. But we'll talk about those as we get closer. The chat has slowed down. What's on you guys' minds? What's on your minds? Kwee in the house. What's good with you, Kwee? I may let this one go early because Stormy feeling a little bit tired. You know, I've done a lot today on these airwaves. And I ain't no young boy. You know? I'm an OG. That's old guy. Kwee say cold as hell. Kwee, where you at? That is so damn cold. Where you at? Talking about it's cold. It ain't got cold here in Chicago yet, but it will. So when I hear people talking about it's cold, I'm like, what? Where? Huh? Y'all don't know what cold is. When you get that damn wind chill factor, what we got here in Illinois, and the damn below zero, huh? Most of y'all would rather die than go through that. Y'all Southerners, huh? T-shirts and shorts and barbecuing in the backyard, and it's only 40 degrees. I'm like, what? I'd trade that any day. Shoot. It gets so cold up here. You try to go out there and start the car, and you turn the key, and the engine say, what? What you want? You better take your ass back inside. CB Sports says Stormybman is 46 degrees here. That's a good fall day where we from. Yeah, man. Let's play some football, huh? Shoot. Stephen L says, fresh off work, laugh out loud. Shower said, almost lost my plants. Man, listen, you better get you what they call them perennials. Shit. Them annuals gonna be through. Done. You understand? Mm-hmm. Shit. Man. Yeah, these winters in Chicago ain't no joke, man. It ain't no joke. That's why they say if you can live in Chicago, you can live down there anywhere. Big time. I was looking through some stuff and I realized I had another set of winter boots. I forgot that I had put away. It's like, I just grab what I have, but I'm like, at least I got a couple of different kinds that I can switch up. Man. So are many of you going to check out the fights on DAZN tomorrow, or y'all going to skip them? It may turn out to be worth the while. That's if you got a DAZN subscription. IGM Tim says, my bad, I've been driving to the house. Yeah, but I'm in Florida and the 40s is almost ridiculous for us. Shower says, Stormy a Scorpio too? Oh, Lord. No, I'm not a Scorpio. I'm not a Scorpio. No, my birthday in December. I'm a Sagittarius. You understand? Sagittarius are artful, creative people. They bring light to the world. Y'all might not want to believe that, but it's true. And we can be very particular. Shower says, I'll listen to KQKC. De La Hoya will never get my money. Well, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But I follow the sport like KQ and I produce content for you all. So I have to be able to see these things to be able to talk about them. So, I take the good with the bad. Some of y'all, the dope man get your money. The liquor store get your money. Huh? The weed man get your money. Huh? And them folk you trick off with get your money too. So we all got vices. You know what I mean? We all got vices. These bad politicians get your money. These bad content creators get your money out here. I see the super chats that be flying around. I'll be like, really? Okay. And just come up and sit up and listen to Stormy like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, dee-dee-dum-dum-dum. Uh-huh. I just don't have no filter, do I? I just say shit. Quick and the grocery store get your money too. Be up in there cooking all them ham hocks and stuff and collard greens and mac and cheese and cornbread. Man, I told you before, you lucky I ain't close, huh? Cause y'all be saying stuff like, damn, he here again? With Tupperware bowls? Woke says, low blow, Stormy. Listen, man. When the brick fly and it hit, just say ouch. Huh? That's all. A hit dog will holler, you know. Shower says, speak your piece, sensei. Oh, I'm gonna do that, you know, till I'm dead. That's when they, oh, that nigga, he finally shut up now. Put some dirt on him. Yeah. Huh? You're sitting up there. Damn. He used to talk so much. But I'm going to fight for my right. Yeah. Listen to Quee. I don't know how to cook though. Sister Big Bone over there, just, you know, just gravy. And, you know, stirring up them pots. Trying to say, I don't know how to cook though. I don't know how to cook either. That's why y'all hear me talking about food so much. That homemade chili I made a couple days ago was hitting though. I'm going to tell you that. Sheena's asking, what day in December is your birthday? Oh, my birthday is that day that Tams Bud Crawford's supposed to fight. That, understand this. That's another reason why I'm going in on, because it's like, really, nigga? Huh? On my birthday, nigga? Really? Quee says, you say something worth listening to. Some other folk not so much. Oh, I've always got something worth listening to. Huh? It's just that sometimes it is even critical enough that it's like, well, damn, is he, you know, talking about me? But see, that's why I don't ever get too high or too low. Huh? I just make sure that I keep it easy going. Huh? Keep it easy going. Shower says, I love cooking. Had to back off the eating. Yeah. When you can cook, ain't it fun though? It's like you could just throw something together. I remember one time, this was like in the early 90s. Me and my friend, he was a good friend of mine. He passed away. We were like, it was a cold winter day in Chicago. And we didn't feel like going out to get something to eat. And there was hardly anything in the cabinet because it needed to go grocery shopping. So I said, man, we got, it's a couple of cans of corned beef hash up in there, right? And he was like, man, I really don't want no corned beef hash. I'm like, yeah, me either, but this is what we got, man. I tell you what I'll do. I'll spruce it up a little bit. So I chopped up some onion and some green pepper. Got my seasonings out the cupboard and everything, man. I put that corned beef hash in that cast iron skillet, started cooking that stuff, man. That was the best corned beef hash at that time that we had ever had in our life. We was sitting up there like, damn, you got any more cans of that up in there? Man, we tore that corned beef hash up. You would have thought that there was never nothing left. Well, see, that's the thing, Shower, cooking like that for them holidays, man. Especially when people don't want to chip in and do their part, but they want to come to your place and eat up every damn thing. That ain't no fun at all, And you can't eat out of everybody's kitchen either, huh? Some people have cats and dogs in their house. And you know how folks love their cats and dogs, right? Be all in the bed with them and everything. They be all in the kitchen with them too, huh? Just in case y'all didn't paint that picture, I'm going to tell you. Just to make your damn meal sick for you when you don't. Aunt Grace is bringing the sweet potato pie. Well, Aunt Grace got cats, don't she? Huh? And when she over there cooking and washing some dishes, the cat is on the table, huh? Tail right in the damn sweet potato pie. Yeah, I seen it. And for those of y'all that love chitlins and stuff like that, guess what? Huh? You got folks out here that buy all them chitlins and put them in a bathtub and be trying to clean them in the tub. What? You take a bath in the bathtub. Why are you putting the chitlins in the bathtub? You really nasty, huh? That's why I don't eat chitlins, huh? Bon appetit, I say to all of y'all. Happy holidays. And Woke says, I can't stand that shit. Cats all on the countertop and everything. I'm gonna ruin it for everybody. Yeah, Stormy done messed it up for everybody. Let's go home. Yep. Man. Hey, or like in that Martin Lawrence movie, Woke clipping their toenails at the kitchen table, huh? Clipping them damn hard ass nails and then hit you in the head. Ping! It's like and one of the toenails went over in the tuna casserole. Man. Shower's looking sick. Look at the emoji of Shower put it. Why that emoji, Shower? You look like Somebody coming to your house with a damn pan of food. One of the main culprits I'm talking about. Hey, y'all. Bye, y'all. Don't come up in here with that nasty stuff. Dude, man, that is crazy, bro. That's why I can't eat out of everybody's kitchen, man. I be going over people's house. They be like, here, have something. I be like, I'm on a diet, man. I can't really, man. And then they got the nerve to get offended. Nigga, I'm offended because I know your house ain't clean, huh? It's like, what is that on the stove right there? Is that gravy, syrup, boo-boo? I don't know. It's like, I don't want none of that. Yeah. Got the nerve. Don't want to clean the kitchen. You ever seen somebody have a nasty microwave and you putting stuff in there? You still cooking germs along with your food. No, thank you. To hell with that. Joe the B says, hey, Stormybman, I know this is off topic, but what's the track called you got playing in the background? That's called A Song for Amada. Yeah. Listen, man. I've had some experiences, man. It's like, you know what? I've seen some things, heard some even worse stories, but you have no idea what people do in their homes, man. They might come out dressed okay and everything. That don't even mean they clean when they come out the house. It don't mean they clean. Let me tell you how you know when somebody clean, huh? A person that's fresh, they walk past you, you could smell the freaking soap on their body, huh? That's clean, huh? Not cologne, huh? Not even the fabric softener on their clothes, because some of them try to fool you with that. Oh, my clothes smell like fabric softener. I just took it out the dryer. No, they just threw the fabric softener in that damn hamper where they, oh, this is filthy and this is dirty. You know, Sinbad told that joke one time when you're in college and you have a pile of clothes and laundry. You got filthy and dirty. And dirty is what you can wear a couple more times. Filthy is like you done worn them a few too many times. Telling y'all, man, I'm on to it. Stormy been around a minute. I can tell you all about it. I can tell you, don't do that, son. Don't do that. Don't go in there, huh? Don't eat out of there. I can tell you, huh? And you'll thank me later. But don't ever, ever, ever ask me why on the spot, huh? Because that's when hell gonna break loose. I can tell you guys all about it. I'll be like, damn, how he know? He talking about us. He talking about my family. He talking about our house. Yeah, you. Shit. Man, I'm gonna get on out of here, you guys. Man. Yeah, Shower, I developed a strong stomach over the years because, man, there used to be a time when the least little thing would make me be like, oh. But, man. But I'm gonna get on out of here, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Think there'll be a post-fight show tomorrow night. Sunday morning call in. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And peace to everybody. Everybody remain safe out there. Catch you guys on the next one.